Well, another sad night happened here on the homestead. Let's talk about it. Well, good morning, my friends. Like I said in the opening, we didn't have a very good night. Actually, it was just before sunset. It had to have been. Something came in to the small coop here where we've got Roscoe, and the girls were down there at the bottom. They were down there with him. And so when we went out to put the chickens away for the night, I went over here to the big coop first. And hubby went over to here, Joe. He come out and around. He said, well, something got one of our chickens. I said, what? He said, yeah, she's laying here dead by the door, which down at the bottom door. And actually, I'll show you. But anyway, that door right there, Roscoe was fighting it off. He's got some war wounds, battle wounds on his crown, and so he was, whatever it was, he was trying to protect his girls. Whew, I had to come inside. My fingers were getting cold holding the camera, and I didn't bring my gloves. Whew, it's a cold one though this morning. So yeah, but anyway, later on, probably about an hour after we took care of the girls and put them away for the night, I was letting the dog out for her, kind of like her last pee. And all of a sudden, she got onto something, and it was right by the door. And we have our generator right by our front door. And next thing you know it, I hear this squawking, squealing inside. So whatever it was trapped. And I had never heard that kind of a squawk before, which I think was the weasel. She was trying to get it out, and it wouldn't come out because the generator is kind of in a makeshift box that Joe built. It was stuck in there. So, and it was squealing and squawking and going on, and she was trying to get at it, and then I thought, oh, what if that thing's got rabies? I don't need whatever it is biting, because I couldn't see, because it was in the dark. I couldn't see what was inside. Anyway, I get her inside and waited about 5 minutes, and then I opened up the door because I was going to go out, and the thing took off. So it was a weasel, and a fair size one too. So I seen it take off. I took some footprint footage and my camera all of a sudden is on the blitz. It doesn't want to work, so I'm gonna have to get that fixed, figure out why that stopped working, because otherwise I would have got a notification on my phone that something was out there. But I am so proud of Roscoe for defending the fort. Yes, he lost one girl. I really wish it wasn't one of the heritage girls. You know, it is what it is. We have to keep an eye out, but I definitely need to get that camera fixed. Meet Cleo. Cleopatra. Because she got some eyeliner wing happening. Anyway, got an issue. Her leg, it's okay, girl. Her leg isn't working. So she's been walking on her knee or her knuckle, haven't you? You've been doing okay, but that's so sad. It's okay. Relax. Yeah, relax. You're okay. It's okay, Cleo. Yeah, so we think something happened when she, like, we've been watching this, excuse me, we've been watching this for a while. This isn't new. I think because she was the last one born out of the incubator, and I had to help her out a little bit to get her out of the shell, but she come out, and the other ones were already like 12 hours old by the time she came out, and one of them was actually already a day old. And anyway, we think that while they were in the incubator, when they started getting really active and stuff like that, that she was stepped on or jumped on or something, and her leg was bent back. But she gets around no problem. You want to show them how you get around? You gonna walk? You won't walk unless I put you inside the thing. Yeah, so anyway, we're not sure how that happened, but that's a possibility anyway that we're kind of gearing towards, is that she was jumped on, or her leg was kind of accidentally bent back or something, and I don't know if it's broken, but I know that when I put my finger under her toes, she doesn't try to go to grab. So I got a feeling that it may not even have any feeling in her foot. But we're just going to let her live out her life. I'm not one to kill it just because, you know, it's got a little deformity. You know, I think that's what gives them character, but we'll let her live out her life, however long that is. So yeah, the pros and cons of living on a homestead when you're raising livestock. These are the things, especially when it comes to chickens. Chickens are high on the list for predators to get a hold of, and we've had a lot of loss this year, unfortunately. And starting out the new year with one of my heritage girls, that don't look good. So I'm keeping them locked up today. It's really cold anyways, so yeah, I'm gonna just keep them locked up for the day. Keep an eye out on if anything decides to come back. So anyway, on another note, I had a friend of mine, she sent me her Christmas card, and she sent me a couple recipes in the card, and I thought it would be cool to go ahead and cook, go ahead and get in the kitchen and bake those. So let's go in the kitchen. Okay, so I thought it was 2 recipes, but it's actually 1 recipe written on 2 cards. So Jacqueline, thank you for sharing your molasses sugar cookies. Dad and I are going to like these. I'm not so much sure about Joe, but because he's not a big fan of molasses. But it's sweet, and I'm sure he'll eat it. Okay, ready for battle. So we're going to do molasses sugar cookies. I've got the instructions here taped to my cupboard, and it looks fairly easy. I've never done the molasses sugar cookies, so this will be a first for me. So the instruction is to cream together the shortening and the sugar, and then you add the molasses and egg, and then you're going to sift your flour, soda, salt, and spices, mix it all together, form batter into 1-inch balls, and roll in granulated sugar. So that's what we're gonna do. Okay, so here I'll turn the camera around so you guys, if you want to do a screenshot, you can. There you go. Hopefully you guys can see that. Okay. Okay. So I'll also type up the instructions and the ingredients and all that in the description of the video below. So if you didn't get a screenshot, I'd rather do screenshots and I know it's on my phone, and then I can save it. Okay, so we're going to start out with shortening. 3/4 cups of shortening. I'm doing the Crisco. So I hope everybody had a good Christmas. Comment below and tell me what you got for Christmas, or what was your biggest blessing. And Jacqueline, you let me know how you thought I was doing. How well I'm doing this. Am I doing it justice? I'm going to do 1 cup of sugar. Okay, we're going to cream together. This is a 1/2 cup. There we go. 1 cup of sugar. Okay, 1 egg. 1 farm fresh egg going in. Let me check. I'll put it in here first to make sure everything's okay. Everything's all right. Okay, and the molasses. Molasses is a 1/4 cup. Makes it a bit easier once you get some liquid in here to cream it together. Okay, now we're going to sift together flour, soda, salt, and the spices. Okay, we're going to do, put this cap on my molasses before I spill it. Where she says 2 cups of flour, 2 teaspoons of baking soda, 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, 1/2 teaspoon of cloves, 1/2 teaspoon of ginger, and 1/2 teaspoon of salt. 2 teaspoons of baking powder, or baking soda. 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. I'm using the organic cinnamon. 1/2 teaspoon of cloves. Oh, that smells good. Okay, and 1/2 teaspoon of ginger. And 1/2 teaspoon of salt. Mix this together. What do you think, Jacqueline? How's it looking? I just feel like I should be getting my hands dirty in here. Okay, I think that's mixed. And to make 1-inch balls and roll into granulated sugar. I better get some sugar out in a bowl. Okay, so I've got a cookie sheet here, and it's got some parchment paper. I still kind of spray a little bit on the top of that. And we will get rolling these cookies. And 2 inches apart on the grease pan. Okay, today is, what is today? January 3rd. That means it's my husband Joe's birthday. So I think I'm going to bake him a cake today as well. Don't tell him I said so, but he'll be 51. Okay, I wasn't sure, Jacqueline, if I should be pressing these down or just leaving them as they are. I hope these turn out. That's a little big. So if you have any recipes that you want to send to me, and I'll try. Cooking or baking, it doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be baking. I'm going to put my email in the description below, and you can email me a recipe, and I'll give it a try. Okay, so I just turned on the oven, so I'm going to preheat it, bring it up to 375 because it was only at 300 just now. Anyway, besides the point, I'm going to wait for that, and then we're going to put them in the oven, and we're going to bake these at 375 Fahrenheit for 8 to 10 minutes. Okay, in the oven they go. What I say, 8 to 10 minutes. Set the timer. I'm going to set it for 9. Here we go. See you in a second. Okay, timer went off. Ooh, look at that. Oh, they look good, Jacqueline. And they smell real good too. Awesome. Let's get them out of here. Oh, they look good. They smell really good too. Dad and I are really going to like these. And your house smells so good after you do stuff like this. There's the cinnamon and the cloves. And thanks, Jacqueline. Gonna have to get another cooling rack. Oh, I can't wait to try one of these. Ooh, I almost lost that one. Look at that. So I got a few more that I'm going to put in the oven. And that'll give these time to cool off for me to do a taste test. Nine minutes was perfect for me. Okay, we've got these babies all done, and I'm going to give them a try. So, perfectly browned. Love it. There we go. It smells good too. Mmm. Oh my goodness, Jacqueline, these are really good. Mmm. Perfect amount of molasses and cinnamon and cloves and ginger. Like it's just, dancing in my mouth. Oh my goodness. My timer's going off for the other batch. Well, I am really happy with these. And you know who's going to be the biggest taste tester? Dad. So let's bring him over, bring him a cookie. Here. Okay. What do you think?
It tastes like more.
It tastes like more?
With a cup of tea.
Yeah.
Got a cup of tea.
So Jacqueline sent that recipe to me.
That's a great recipe.
And
Very nice. Very good.
that's the best one I've ever tried with molasses sugar cookies.
Right.
Just the
There's a
right
bit of
amount of
ginger in it,
spices. Ginger, cloves, molasses.
All that stuff.
That's
But
good.
you don't really taste the molasses in it as much as you taste the ginger, so I like that. That tastes great.
I like it.
I'm going to keep this one. You can't have it any back.
Well, there you have it, guys. These are good. So I hope you guys give this recipe a try. Again, thanks, Jacqueline, for sending me this recipe. I will definitely be incorporating this in my repertoire. So, anyway, I want to wish everybody a happy new year. I hope you all had a great Christmas. And like I said in my previous video, let's be mindful of how we act and talk and things like that, and show love and offer the gift of hope to people. Let's just be the kind of people who just show love and you know, we need more of that. We've got too much negativity going on. So anyway, and this was an act of love, I think, on Jacqueline's part by sharing me this recipe. And I hope that you will do it too. Like I said, I'm going to share my email down in the description. And if you want to send me one of your recipes, whether it's for baking or cooking, you know, it doesn't matter. Send it to me and I would be honored to share that with the rest of the YouTube world. So and find out what you guys enjoy the best. So my next project is going to be baking my husband a homemade chocolate cake. I found my mother's old recipe book, and yeah, this was the book right here, and it's very used. So I found a chocolate cake recipe, so I'm going to move on to that right now. But anyway, if you want to wish Joe a happy birthday, make sure you say happy birthday in the comments below. And if you like these types of videos, be sure to give the video a like and hit subscribe. And love to see that the homemade and homegrown channel grow. And by doing that, the best way you can do that by supporting us is by liking the videos, sharing the videos, and also subscribing, of course. And don't forget to hit that notification bell so you'll get the notification every time I upload another video. And hey, Happy New Year, everybody. God bless, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.